Hey, what's up guys? It's Xander here, and today I'm going to be talking about something very important to me that impacted my life heavily, and I'm going to start off with why I stopped drinking soda. First of all, this isn't any health advice or anything like that. It's just personal information that maybe could be passed on to other people. So, we're going to start off when I was 14 years old, and for context, I'm turning 23 in March, so it's been some years now. But ever since then, one day all of a sudden I thought, I don't want to drink soda anymore because maybe this is the reason why I feel slow, sluggish, maybe even causing me to be sick or not feel well, which didn't happen too often, but I felt as if soda would be the reason why because of the high amount of sugar in it, which, if you didn't know, soda's not recommended to drink every day, and if you do, I'm sure you can feel some consequences to that, but no shame in that. Everyone has something that they like too much of. It's just how humans are. But I I won't say that I haven't had soda since I was 14, because there's times where you feel weird, someone offers you something, you're not gonna be like, oh no. I mean, I do that sometimes, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. But for the main part of time since then, I haven't drank soda intentionally. I've gone out of my way to have it. Drinking lots of waters. I even have 80-ounce water bottle that I typically drink out of when that's needed, which very cool, just a little weird to other people. They're like, why do you need that much water? And I'm like, that's how much I drink. But if you're ever considering stopping, it might be hard to do, but I didn't realize what I was doing at the time. I just thought oh, soda's the only thing that's bad, and I didn't realize just how much all of the foods that are around us are impactful in the same way that soda is, and might be on a smaller scale. The sugar amount, just the ingredient contents alone, which don't want to get into. I technically am not qualified to talk about that, although I have a lot of experience with this type of just ingredient talk in general. Not that I'm a chef, or I'm, I guess, a scientist of some kind, just not a food scientist. I'm more of a environmental management scientist specialist, we can say, even though I don't have any exact title to back my claims up. But just taking this as an opinion, that's all we're saying. But as we were saying, all the foods around us are just not that good. But I didn't realize that until, we'll say, 5 years later, which would bring me to being 20 or so, which I know that doesn't add up, but I was we'll say it was 20, even though 5 plus 4 is 19, obviously. But getting into things, I started thinking oh, let me pay attention to what I'm eating and how I feel if I were to eat these certain things. I'm gonna be honest, it all started out with trying to save money. I'm oh, let me just spend $5 a day at college, because when you're in college you try not to spend so much money. But then I was eating weird stuff that maybe wasn't a good idea, snacks that were replacing meals maybe. But I've finally started realizing there's more to it than thought, and you can literally read what's in your food for the most part. Sometimes you can't exactly tell, but for the most part, like I said, you can see. But in terms of me, everyone thinks I'm completely weird, pickiest eater ever, but I'm more of a selective person. If you watch my mac and cheese video, you can probably guess that I'm very concerned about quality of life and what you put into your body. And if you haven't watched it, maybe go check that out. You don't have to. It's just 11 minutes of me talking about something similar to this. But as I was saying, I guess there's some ringing and buzzing. You're not going crazy. There's ringing in my house. There's no way of just eliminating everything for some people because they're so used to a certain thing and they're like, oh, it's too expensive, it's impossible, but that's just the excuse. And there's a lot of programs out there for people that are even on welfare and just government assistance programs that help you get these different healthier alternatives. I'm not saying replace your whole life, but maybe just consider what you're doing to your body by eating certain things and just make better decisions. Like, you don't have to take my advice, but just think about it. Just an interruption, that's all. Nothing too crazy. But as I was saying, we're gonna wrap things up, but I just want people's opinions on what they would do or how they think of my situation, of why I stopped drinking soda, and I cut back on sugar basically completely for almost a whole year, and it was pretty crazy. Big difference. You just feel like you don't have to sleep or anything. It's kind of like life-changing. You feel like a different person in that type of environment. But there's a lot of things that go into that. It might vary to person. Like I said, this isn't medical advice or anything, but I'm just interested in how other people might have views, and maybe I just want an argument against why I'm wrong, and I'd be okay with being wrong, which it's possible that I'm wrong, that soda is good for you, and if I am wrong, then I'll start drinking 2 liters a day, just to do that. No, for real. You do what you want because you can. You don't have to follow anyone, but there's always room for advice in your life, even if you might not think that it's a thing that you need in your life. It's something that you should keep in the back of your mind for some time, because a lot of people are my age are just like, oh, I don't care, I'll drink and smoke and die or whatever. Maybe dying's a little harsh, but they do that. They just happen to do it pretty commonly. But everyone has their addictions in life and everything, which we could get into another video, which right now is a crazy time for people that are dealing with addictions, with gambling and everything being so accessible at our hands, especially food that you can just get DoorDashed right to your house. You don't have to leave. You don't have to do anything. You can get unlimited soda as long as you have money. And we're not gonna get too crazy. A lot of stuff to talk about in the future. I just want some opinions, like I said, but thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.